Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly singles love reading for Gemini. How are you guys, Gemini? Let's take a look. Right, what do we have? We have Six of Cups. We have some movement here. And we have the Queen of Cups. Someone here is longing for love. Someone's leaving the past in the past, though. Been there, done that. Yeah, we got a curious person here as well. Yeah, someone's curious. It's a person that has to do with putting in effort. It is a card of thinking, communication, definitely curiosity. What does Gemini need to know? Someone's not telling someone something here. The person changing their focus here. Yeah. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Someone's been there, done that. This is someone who longs for love. Romanticizing the past, been there, done that. Yeah, someone's not telling someone everything. This is someone keeping something to themselves. They're curious, though. They want to know what someone's focused on, what they're doing. This is someone going to change their focus. They're losing interest in someone here. Yeah, this is someone here taking a step back, seeing things different. Yeah, this is someone tempted to reach out to someone, but I gotta tell you, I feel like what we have is someone who's not telling someone everything. They're keeping something to themselves. It has to do with work. Someone who wants someone to do all the work. They don't want to put the effort in. But this is someone who may taking a step back, seeing things different. I feel it's this person here, seeing things different. Yeah, this is someone here different here. They're not saying something here, but it's somebody here. Yeah, it has to do with a person walking away. Someone's walking away because the other person doesn't want to build. They don't want to put in effort. They want the other person to do all the work. Yeah, it's not working. And this is another thing. Yeah. Yeah, this is someone looking for someone else. This is someone realizing this isn't the one, been there, done that. This is someone who's just taken their passion and energy elsewhere. Yeah, and look at this coming out here too. Yeah, and we got this. Yeah, this is somebody here. This is someone who was waiting for someone to reciprocate. See, to put in effort, to communicate, to tell them how they feel or where something was going. But this is someone choosing to walk away. But they're not telling someone everything. Yeah, this is someone who actually works hard. Yeah, this is someone who doesn't want to give here. They don't want to give. Yeah, this is someone not telling someone the truth about why they're walking away. And that's what it is, because it is why. Why are they walking away? Because they don't want to give. They want the other person to do the work. They don't want to spend a lot of time, energy. They don't want to give. I don't think this person feels the same either. Yeah, but like I say, this is taking a step back, seeing things a little different here. This is someone not being honest about something here. What is it? And they're curious about where this person's going because they're out of here. You can see this is someone been there, done that. So someone keeping it all in, keeping things to themselves. But I think this person kind of knows. Yeah, I feel they know. They already know the answers they're seeking. They know that this is someone who doesn't want to give anything. Yeah. Yeah, you can see. It's just someone here pinned down by their thoughts, not taking any action, just letting this person walk away. This person's going to heal. They're going to clear this up and clear it out. Yeah, whoever this person is, they're going forward here. And I'm going to tell you too, like some of you got, I feel here, Gemini. I mean, it could be your own energy, you know, in this energy here. But I feel like there's a masculine Gemini here. But it could be yourself where you're curious, pinned down by your thoughts. But I really feel This is an energy of someone here who doesn't feel like someone is the right person, the one. But what you're moving towards, the feminine, boy, if anyone's cross-watching, you're moving towards an emperor, someone who actually wants to partner up. But this is somebody who doesn't want to give. They don't want to give somebody something here. I think we're dealing with someone who's kind of selfish here. Yeah, we have someone taking a step back going, aha. I think this person knows. This person's, I really actually feel it's somebody who's actually quite well off, but they don't want to give anything. They're not telling someone the whole truth, why they've walked away. Yeah, we have someone here who's very gracious. This is a person who's independent here. Someone who takes care of themselves. Someone focused on this situation, but this is someone who no longer sees a future with this person. They're just grounding themselves, but I still feel this could be another person, somebody coming in. See, this isn't the one. This is someone changing their focus. See, they no longer see a future. They're walking away. Yeah, they're not going to give to this person. They're no longer going to talk to them. No, it's a ship has sailed. This is someone feeling it's too late. See, expanding the horizon. This is someone no longer waiting here. This is someone, I actually feel this could be a new person here. Because someone's not telling someone the truth. They're keeping something to themselves. This person knows. They know. They know the truth. Yeah. So someone who just doesn't want to give. And this is someone who will keep somebody waiting too. This is someone was patiently waiting, being very gracious, maybe even being generous. Yeah, so we got someone here, I'll say a lot of stress and anxiety. This is somebody who's going to regret this. Someone is going to regret this here. They're already regretting it. Not telling someone the truth. Yeah, look at that. Taking a little pause, looking at things from a whole different perspective. Someone putting the shoe on the other foot, how they would feel. But I actually feel like we have a feminine here who's kind of looking at this, looking away. This is someone going to check someone else out here. I'd be surprised if they're doing that already. Tell me about the Six of Cups. Yeah, the Tower. See, been there, done that. Something's come tumbling down here. It's out of the blue. It's a little bit of a shock. But look at, somebody's ready for something new. Everything's going to be exposed. I actually feel like this feminine energy is going to be a little happier. Now, I do feel we have a masculine energy, someone who kind of wants things their way or the highway too. So, yeah, I actually feel, I mean, I'm seeing this from two perspectives. It's telling me there's two perspectives. Some of you have another person. I feel like you've changed your focus. Someone very attractive. A spark, a passionate beginning, checking someone out. Or this is someone checking someone else out. But the other perspective is where this person who's not telling someone everything, why they're not giving. They don't want to give anything. They actually do have money. I feel they're quite well off. In fact, I see an Emperor energy. Yeah, it's someone who wants something their way or the highway kind of energy. Yeah, this person's going to regret it though. Yeah, they're going to regret this. Yeah, this is somebody here feeling like there's not a lot of hope. Yeah, we got someone who's been dragging their feet, assessing the situation. Yeah, some Gemini energy manifesting. Somebody here has been kind of manipulating a little bit here. This is someone who doesn't want to give. They have everything they need, but they don't want to give. In other words, they don't want to sacrifice anything. Yeah, and it could be the other way around. You can flip this. I don't want to offend anybody. Often the readings will flip, so it's perfectly normal. But yeah, I mean, this is someone who's just not, this is, I mean, it's a page energy, but it's curiosity. It's now this other person's no longer tempted. They're no longer reaching out. I don't know if this is somebody who was manipulating someone here, trying to get them to, yeah, but we have someone manifesting something new regardless here. So if it is a feminine Gemini, you're manifesting something new. Someone who has, they're everything that you could want. They have everything they need. Yeah, so it could be a feminine Gemini. Could go either way, though, so don't be afraid to flip it just the same. But yeah, this is someone speaking up, speaking their mind. Yeah, this is someone who sees the truth, trusting their inner knowing. They know this is, I mean, I feel it's somebody who knows that the other person's quite comfortable, comfortably well off. They just don't want to give. They want the other person to do all the work. They don't want to put the work in. They don't want to put in the effort. They're focused on other things. This is someone releasing this, willingly letting go, just letting it go. It's two people who just aren't in alignment here. So this is someone just letting it go. Could be someone giving someone advice, telling you here to just let this person go. It's not worth it. They don't have your best interest at heart. It's somebody who's focused on self, right? It's all about them. So it's about you looking out for yourself, looking out for number one here. Yeah, this is someone who's looking out for number one. But I still feel there's two perspectives. So, yeah, some of you are moving towards someone else. You know what? You know your worth and your value, too. So, like I say, the feelings are mutual here. So I feel two people kind of just walking away. The feelings are mutual. Because I don't think you're going to get what you want from this person. They're not telling you something. Maybe why they walked away or why they're telling you to move on, whatever, however it goes. But you know the situation doesn't serve you. It's not in your best interest. Okay? But you are moving towards somebody else who, it's like there's these two-page energies, which, like someone here is not telling you something, why they're walking away, or why they want you to move on. It's often just someone wanting someone to move on because they don't want to give. But then there's somebody here else who's curious in Emperor energy. So interesting. Yeah, someone who's been there, done that, letting it go. It's time to move on. I do see other opportunities. Yeah, I see a fresh new start, another opportunity. This other person's going to regret it. So whoever it is that's being left behind is going to regret walking away or telling someone it's time to move on. It's just something that isn't going anywhere. And I feel too, like I say, it's someone here, this is the truth. This is someone who doesn't have their own best interest at heart. They only care about themselves. They don't want to give, plain and simple. They don't want to reciprocate. They don't want to give anything. But I do see a fresh new start and another opportunity. This is someone who might try to come in and ask for another chance. Or they want the feminine energy to do the work and ask for another chance. Like someone here, like I say, Queen of Swords is words being spoken, but it has to do with someone who knows the truth. This is someone trusting their inner knowing. They know. Yeah. Some of you got another person coming in, plain and simple, asking you out. Yeah. Like I say, it's just a whole change of perspective more than likely here. Just sort of feeling differently here. See, knowing something is off, feeling differently. Yeah, you know something's not right here. Yeah, you got somebody here definitely much more mature. See, I feel this is just that energy of leaving something behind, starting something new, a new person coming in. I actually feel this is someone who's going to feel much better, okay, by walking away from someone here who isn't necessarily honest or open. It's not, they don't necessarily lie. It's what they're not telling you, okay, about why. Yeah, there's more to it, more than likely, with this person. I think it's just a person who just doesn't want to work, doesn't want to put the effort in. They just don't want to, they don't want to build. You've got somebody who actually wants to build here, somebody who's emotionally mature and available. See, it's almost like this person doesn't want to be available. They don't want to, they just kind of want to, I don't know. Yeah, see two people coming apart, time to go down a new path. Some of you are going to make a choice here. Definitely someone being cut out. You're either cutting this person out or, you know, they're telling you it's time to move on. But you're going down a whole different path here. See, it's when you kind of look at this. This is this little bit of between two worlds where, you know, looking at the past, leaving it behind. But I feel like you're going to have some massive epiphany. This just isn't the right person for you. And it could be this person that feels that way. Yeah, say, But I'm telling you, you're going down a different path. You're in a cycle. This cycle's over, a new cycle. I feel a windfall of abundance, good luck and timing. Yeah. Yeah, you got someone who's being kind of sneaky here. See, someone being kind of sneaky. They're making a bet. I think it's somebody playing a little game here, trying to get you to maybe come after them. But it's also someone who's a little bit insecure. See, they're little, I think you know there's something fishy. It's like you already know. Yeah, I think it's somebody who's, could be somebody who has somebody else, but I don't really see that. It's more like they don't want to give. They don't want to sacrifice anything. Yeah, this is somebody who's been taking advantage of your grace and generosity with you being patient. They took advantage. Yeah, so like I say, I see a judgment and a decision. Yeah, this is someone who made a bad choice, though, and I do think they're going to freak out and want another opportunity, but I feel like this, it's like time's up here. I feel like you've got another person. Yeah, see, this is a house, a home, a strong financial foundation, a reason to celebrate. Someone's going to, you're going to get an invitation here, a note, communication, maybe delivered to your home. But it has to do with someone who feels like home, and that's what I feel. Things are about to get real. Somebody wasn't really showing you their real self. I do feel it's someone who took your kindness and generosity for maybe for weakness, but I feel like you're just kind and compassionate, generous. Yeah. I think you're getting the gist of it here. But you're moving towards an emperor. Yeah, see, someone who comes in right, somebody who's emotionally mature. It's going to happen when you least expect it. You may just be in the right time, in the right place, and connect with this person. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it's an emperor. I mean, it could be a business owner, but it could be just somebody who happens to be at that particular place. So it's that massive realization someone just isn't right for you. They're not the right person. So you're choosing the one, making this choice, and you're going to choose. And I do think this person's going to try to come in and ask for another chance, or they're trying to get you to do something here, because it has often, you know, often it has to do with power. Somebody who kind of wants things their way, but I don't think you're going to fall for this, because I feel like you got somebody here who's solid, reliable, dependable. Yeah, look at that. Crush and longing. See, someone else who longs for love. They want the same thing as you do. Two people searching for the same thing. So this walking away, I feel, it's going to lead you down this path to something better, the right person. Tell me about this judgment. See, it's out with the old, in with the new, and that's what it is. Yeah, somebody here who's stable, grounded. We have the King and Queen of Pentacles. You're moving towards power couple energy. You're going to make a choice. But like I say, if you have somebody who doesn't reciprocate, or they're cheap, they never want to, you know, they're not generous with their time, their energy, their feelings, that's where I feel like you're going to have that realization. But what's going to happen with this happiness is you're about to connect with somebody who gives you all these things the other person didn't give you. That's why it's out with the old and in with the new. But the other person's definitely making a bad choice, because, I mean, you make a lovely partner. You're someone who's there for someone through thick and thin. You're kind, compassionate. You truly care. Yeah, you care about how this person feels. Very interesting. I feel like you're just being wise. You're being discerning. Your sword's up, which tells me there's been some hurt here. But it's an energy where, like, it's time to just move on now. It's time to walk away. But I don't think it's going to take long for this new person to come in. I feel like you're just going to be at the right place and the right time here. Yeah, chances are you won't see it coming. You might be indecisive too, you know, because I feel like you're in between two worlds. Like you need a little time to heal, a little time to take a break, and then all of a sudden in comes this person. So take off the rose-colored glasses and the blindfold and see, okay, if you're feeling indecision. Yeah. But I really think this other person's going to be wanting to know everything that you're up to. If you're seeing anyone, they're going to want another opportunity. Yeah, I see you being a little indecisive. Not sure kind of which way to go. I do think it's just give yourself a chance to heal. Just give yeah, this is somebody who just wasn't invested for the right reasons. Yeah. I do think you were losing interest. It's about being honest with yourself, going within. Into me I see. Somebody who truly invested in you. Anyone who's invested in you is going to be generous. They're going to want to build. They're going to put in the effort. Yeah. Some of you were patient for some time for this person. See, and they didn't make a commitment. This other person, see, I feel like you got an Emperor, and this is also someone, into me I see. They've gone within. This is what they see. Somebody kind, compassionate. They see this Queen of Pentacles. They see somebody who makes a great partner, someone who's there through thick and thin, someone who's supportive. So this is like you're moving towards something much better. Yeah. So someone who comes in and takes the lead. Some of you are taking your power back from someone. I do think there's going to be a little pause where this indecision, where it's going to take you a bit to have that realization where you're taking back your power. Okay? I think it's somebody who tried to take your power too. I think you're more powerful than the person. I do think that whoever you were dealing with had insecurities. So they tried to take your power. But the interesting thing is you've got an Emperor. This is someone who will take the lead too. They'll put in the effort. So I just feel like what it's trying to tell you is that anyone who tries to take your power, anyone who tries to control everything, they want everything their way. Someone who's not generous with their time and energy, they try to get you to do all the work. Yeah, that's when you have that moment. That's where I believe you're going to have that realization. There was definitely something that was a shock. Yeah, it could be somebody that you could have a person coming in who you've known before. It's possible. Somebody here has been holding a torch for you for some time here. It's very possible. But yeah, I really feel like it's an energy where you deserve better, I feel here. You know, knowing your worth too. Taking back your power, but I think you're going to let this other person take the lead. I feel like you're going to let go of control with the star energy and let this other person take the lead, but you're changing your focus. See, I see you changing your focus. It's like it's just where you kind of, for some of you kind of have no choice, but it's okay because this is where you're going. It's a person who knows what they want. That's what I feel. I feel like you're dealing with somebody who just, as soon as it's time to take it to the next level, they put on the brakes. Because they have insecurities. So, basically it's a runner, but it's someone sneaking away, licking their wounds. Yeah, the other person's confident. They're determined to succeed. They'll put in the effort because they want to be with you. There it is. There's that pentacle. See, this is someone who offers the pentacle. You're going to look at this. This is where you'll make that decision. It's all in the details. And you're going to recognize it and see the other person's confident. They know what they want. They're going for it. They put in effort. See, the other person here, like I say, it's time to take it to the next level. They put on the brakes. But they're trying to take your power away. You see, tried to take your power away. One thing about the power couple, they share that power. They work together. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I feel it is. But you're going to be, definitely, I see something new. I see been there, done that. Someone new coming in suddenly out of the blue. Yeah, see, this is where you no longer see a future with somebody. Just grounding yourself, seeing the reality of the situation. Out with the old, in with the new. It's about letting someone in. Taking a step back, feeling differently. You will feel differently about this over a period of time. See, it's where something was off, maybe even the whole time, that something wasn't right. They weren't telling you everything. Yeah, it's all right. You got this. You got this, Gemini. Yeah, see, when it's time to take it to the next level. But I feel like you've spoke up, spoke your mind, you're taking your power back. Two people going their separate ways. You're going down a different path. See, this is where you realize this wasn't the right path, the right person. This Emperor is. Yeah, so someone going to offer you the cup. See, this is somebody who knows what they want. They've gone within. They see. This is someone who sees. But I feel some of you, it's yourself here with that Queen of Swords and that Two of Swords not seeing. And you're going to see and have this realization that this person really wasn't the right person. This other person is, because they're going to give you everything. I mean, they're going to give you love. They'll tell you. They know what they want. They're offering up the cup. Their cup runneth over. They're not afraid of wearing their heart on their sleeve and telling you how they feel. They're not afraid of being generous. They're not afraid of being, partnering up and spending time. They see good company, someone who feels like home. And that's what it is. It's like you're almost home. So saying to trust your intuition. Okay, it's going to guide you. You're manifesting. You have everything you need to manifest your desires. But you're going to manifest with this person too. Once you cross paths with them. But it's about leaving this path behind, leaving the past in the past, just letting it go. Don't bring that with you into the future, okay? Because I do think you're wise. Nothing wrong with speaking up, speaking your mind. If somebody is afraid, when you speak your mind and they run away or they try to take your power, see, it's just an energy of somebody who's just not strong and confident. You have what you need to manifest your desires. Somebody who's not afraid of communicating. I think you're going to be on the same page with this other person too. Yeah, see, reflecting on all this, leaving it, look at that, leaving it all behind. Something that ended up in a disaster. But you're going to feel different after a period of time. But you're going to recognize that you probably knew all along something wasn't right. Maybe you didn't trust your intuition at some point, but I'll tell you what's powerful is your intuition is going to be really powerful now. Beautiful energy. Yeah, this is someone who's not afraid of putting all the cards on the table. You're moving to happiness. I see you being happier by changing your focus. Trying not to focus on this person. Okay, this is powerful in its own way here. But I think it's someone who tried to take your power. Because I think you're more powerful than this other person that's being left behind. I really do. But you're not, it's about you speaking your mind. This is someone who didn't like that too much. Yeah. Yeah, this is someone who runs away. See, they rush in, they back out. Yeah. That's all right. You've got this. Yeah, you're going to go out someplace. I see socializing. You're going to meet some new people. People who are more, I don't know, like-minded. You might meet this person through mutual friends, but it's saying to go out and socialize. There is a reason to celebrate here, and the thing is you're now free from this. If you had something on and off, it was an emotional roller coaster, you're now free. Okay? And you're going to connect with this other person. Somebody who isn't afraid of wearing their heart on their sleeve. Somebody who isn't afraid to connect, to partner up. Someone who's looking. It's like you're both looking for the same thing. That's what I feel. Yeah, it's going to happen suddenly too. Like I feel there's a disaster. Everything happens, feeling overwhelmed. Yeah, keeping it all in, not saying anything. Okay, but it's saying to trust your intuition. You're moving towards something much better, a whole new path. Bye for now.